True. Oh, that's right, because you're going to like an like a one of those those fuck, kind of like what they call them in the Amazon and shit, where they don't communicate with them. Because that's pretty much what you're visiting in the game. You're going to like a bunch of villages with people that they've never communicated with. Yeah, exactly. True. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
A State Farm executive has been fired after he was recorded on.
Dude, it's just motherfuckers can't afford the game. That's no, I'm being real. It's real. Like not everyone can throw 60 down. They get mad about it and they find an excuse. Same thing as review bombing. People couldn't perform in the game because it ran like shit for them, so they found other reasons not to like it. They try to convince you not to like it. It's just like it's ironic because it's sheep saying other people are sheep. It's just happens all the fucking time with games. I think that's crazy though because I think Capcom makes some pretty decent games, but maybe I'm wrong. I got one for you. Don't ever develop a space game. No matter how much content you put in or try to good you make it, it's never gonna be good enough. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. And I thought about it the other day. I was like, you're trying to make a game about space. That's an infinite amount of content you can put in there. An infinite. So no matter what you do, it's not going to be enough. Like, I think, honestly, No Man's Sky, even releasing the state that it is now, would still get shit on. I still, not nearly as bad, but I do think that it would be not considered a. I think it would definitely get a lot of heat still. The only reason people admire it now is like, wow, they're so nice for giving free updates and shit like that, which is fine. You know, they're right. They're still doing their game. Wow, thanks, Sean. I'm gonna play this game for 1 hour and not play it again for a month. It's just. Yeah, go and run it. My brain's kind of fried, dude, honestly. And bitch. And moan. Let's get. Oh, so it's just a difficulty. Yeah, man. Here's the thing, dude. That game could release and be. I like Bethesda jank, man. I don't mind it. I love Bethesda jank, dude. I went back and I downloaded Daggerfall and Morrowind and modded the shit out of both of them, and I was like, damn, I missed these games. Well, not Daggerfall was new for me, but Morrowind, like, dude, and with all the mods on it, yeah, dude, 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 Fallout. You know what's craziest? I played Fallout 4 for maybe like 40 hours, and I got well after I was it Fallout 4? Yeah, I got bored of that one really fast, like hella quick. Yeah, and after that, I'm tired of Fallout. I'm tired of it. Like I don't want to do Fallout anymore. I cannot do another Fallout game. Motherfucking Contuni, goofy, Oh yeah, the show is really fucking good. Oh, they are definitely like that Oblivion remake is definitely happening. It's probably gonna see a trailer for it soon. I hope it's good. I loved Oblivion. I love that fucking game. Oh well, I mean, all right. So you got two coming out. You got the Oblivion that they're making, and then there's the Sky Oblivion being made. Sky Oblivion's been like a developed mod for like 4 or 5 years, I think. That shit actually might be really fucking good. Oh, you're saying that because it hasn't come out yet. Oh yeah, true. It has been developed for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't like modded games either. I prefer vanilla. I prefer something developed by an actual studio, is how I should say it. Oh, I'm sure it is. I would be. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's being remade in their newest engine. I would think that would be retarded if they didn't. But I'm not gonna put it past them for doing some retarded shit. But well, their creation engine isn't the same one it was back then. I'll tell you that. So you know what I'm saying? Like that is definitely a lot newer. I the creation engine in Starfield was pretty fucking impressive. Like it wasn't bad. Like I think obviously Starfield's a new IP for them, so they were still missing, quite a few things. But then again, it's a space game, so I know Buggin's complaint that melee combat didn't really exist, which is a pretty fair criticism. It really didn't exist. I don't even remember if I upgraded my weapons. But he's selling it more than what it is each time he does that kind of shit. Yeah. It's really hard. When I noticed, it was hard to find it. It was hard to find the specific quests that were on the planet. They existed, but it was hard to find it. It was really hard. They didn't. Nothing screamed out at you. You know. No. No, I don't think you can. Like, I think that they had the recipe with Skyrim. No, because Starfield's a new IP and a whole new, like, AI generated system. But you can't fuck up Hammerfell. You can't. No. They just need to have better hand to hand. Yeah. For the, yeah. And there's no way that's hard to do. They just need to make it. Dude, if they did it like the way Cyberpunk did it, they would achieve it. Like literally, not even kidding. Like if they had the same like graphic style, like melee combat that game has, but just incorporate it with like a realistic sword fighting type shit. It doesn't have to be that realistic. Like I don't need it to be like I'm playing For Honor. I think I'd rather kill myself. I'm playing it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I can tell you what the problem is though. if if you can tell me a first person game that has achieved the type of combat we're asking about, I would like to know because I can't think of one. That's the problem, right? That's the issue. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I yeah. What? Yeah. So I don't know if y'all have seen, but the mods for Skyrim's combat are insane. And if they're doing that with their Skyrim game, there's no shot that they aren't looking at that and going, "Oh, look how much this was downloaded. Holy fuck!" And they're like, Sky, you know, Elder Scrolls has always been generous to the modding community. So I would be really surprised if they aren't taking notes from the mods that Skyrim has taken over the years. I mean, they have to be taking those notes. Lightning. I think I know what happened though. I genuinely think this is real, but I think that they had a lot more people still working on Hammerfell than they did actually Starfield. I think they used subsidiary studios again to work on Starfield, or like just not their primary devs. I really don't think they did. I think that they are cooking because they know Elder Scrolls is the most popular series. I mean, Skyrim is their best-selling game ever, so why wouldn't you put the majority of effort behind that? Well, seven. That's what happened with 76. 76 was that was not their main studio that was doing that. Yeah, it was not. It was fucking some random ass studio in Texas that was working on that game. It wasn't even fucking the main one. Game's trash. I agree. It's a good idea. Oh, 369 did a good time. Hello. What do you want? I love you, buddy. I love you, Whiny. Dipped on you guys? Yeah. Yeah. I can't WASD fast enough. Yeah. Holy shit. Let's watch an entire squad get vaporized by a spark anomalies. That looked insane. Can't even loot their fucking bodies. What's that? Oh god. I'd rather kill myself than do that combat. It's just such a oh god, dude. It fucking made me want to kill myself trying to play the first one. I tried so hard. I liked the story. I liked the characters. And the combat made me want to fucking murder myself. I'm like, why would I want to frustrate myself this much to swing my sword? And what's funny is I did the tutorial and it said I was doing it right. When the moment I try it in a real fight, it doesn't work. And you cannot 2v1 in that game. Literally impossible. Like, there's no fucking way. And then I started learning that the game has abilities that you don't even have unlocked in terms of sword fighting. And so you can't even, like, defend yourself or do certain moves that would kill them. So if you get in any type of fight where they have more abilities than you're fucked. Like, I don't know, it's super fried. And like, oh, you gotta get trained more. And I'm like, I'm trying to play the game. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. This game doesn't hold your hand in any way, shape, or form. You're gonna fucking kill yourself. Or you might end up being really good at the combat. Which, I mean, if you end up being good at the combat, I'm sure you'll love the game. Yeah, no, don't worry. The intro's like 4 hours, buddy. Good luck. It's like fucking Red Dead Redemption, so... Yeah. Not even kidding. Except Red Dead 2 is actually fire, except for the AC 130 shit. But I actually got used to the movement really quick in that game. You didn't like the second one? Oh, yeah, you're insane. I mean, like, if you can get past the AC 130 movement, it's amazing. Well, here's the way I look at it is that, like, I mean, you can obviously hate the movement, but like everything else about the game is actually done so fucking well that it's actually thoroughly enjoyable. Like it's just it literally makes it. Well, I mean that's the thing too is that you adjust to that movement. I mean Zach could never get past it, and I get that. Well, I guess are you playing on mouse and keyboard or controller? If you're not playing on control, oh yeah, no, no, mouse and keyboard was easier for me. Um, Maybe some people. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was on consoles at first. Correct. You know what's funny is I never cared about any of that. I just, yeah, yeah, it was corny, right? This is like the amount of detail they put in, and I mean the game is incredibly detailed, but you know I don't even really care about that kind of shit. I just like the fact that I really felt like I was there when I played it, and it felt like I was very involved with it. Oh yeah, I never cared for GTA storylines. Like it's I just personally I liked having fun with the goofiness and dumb shit you could do in multiplayer. That was always funny to me. I don't like the way it is now. The multiplayer is obviously just fucking retarded with the amount of shit they got in there. Yeah, like then multiplayer will be enjoyable the first year that you play it, but after that it's gonna be trash because they're gonna add AC 130s and shit. So oh RP, oh if they bought 5M then yeah they're going full fledged. Yeah, for sure. I did enjoy the RP. It's very hard to get into, but if they could find a way to make it very streamlined, I would very much be happy with that. I think the fact that it wasn't very streamlined was very annoying. Yeah. Who? Wait, who the fuck? This called him fat? Wait, dude, what the fuck? Why don't I remember this guy at all? Oh! Wait. I think I know who that. Main henchman, that's insane! He was the main henchman. Oh, man. Did he have curly hair? What color was his hair? Like, do you remember? Oh! Oh. What the fuck? Oh, God. If you're... Worst clan NA was the best clan that there was ever in Grand Theft Auto. Those were a force to be reckoned with. I remember when you and fucking Talon took that detour. That clip where you fucking ramped that shit. We'd been up for like all night. That shit was funny as hell. I was like, you won't hit that ramp? And then I just hear fucking Talon gasping because you're just like soaring through the fucking air. kill myself, dude. Well, they're just trying to go for inertia and shit. They're just trying to go for inertia and other realistic movements, but they don't realize that this isn't fun for the average player. Like, I know what they're going for, but it's just like, you need to make it playable at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah. Well, let me ask y'all this one. Y'all. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Um, what were we just talking about? Fun. You're good. I'm trying. I was gonna say. Right. Can I ask y'all something? When y'all play the game, do y'all primarily play in first or third person? I yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have more control when I'm in first person. Honestly, I feel the opposite. I feel like I have better like camera movement and shit when I'm in first person. I feel like I'm actually looking where I'm supposed to be, facing my character where I'm supposed to be, and shit like that. Gears of War had that like GTA shit where if you press Q, you go fly into a fucking wall. Oh, I got a great fucking statement though. I think GTA 4's car, like its driving and like actual physics were like the best out of any Grand Theft Auto. Like hands down. Like GTA 4 driving and ragdoll physics were insanely goated. 4, yeah. No, by far. Like if you played it and side by side, you'd have been like, "What the fuck? Like why would they revert it?" It's just the driving was so fun in that game. I think five's like driving physics are cringy. How you can like manipulate the car in the air, which you cannot do in any other GTA. Before also, its crashing physics were insane. Like the body frame of the vehicle would actually bend and fold in. Like it was crazy. If you got in a bad accident, like your car would actually, the frame would be bent. I don't know why they reverted that shit. It looked insanely cool and hilarious too. If you crashed your car good enough and kept trying to drive it, it looked funny as fuck. I don't like the RP where it's just like you feel like you're devoting your actual life to it. Like that shit is just so corny, gay, and stupid. Yeah, that's true. Oh, wait. We should call everyone sheeps that buy it on console before we get it. That'll help make us feel better. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, you're absolutely right about that one. Oh no. Fucking GTA's insane with that shit. Yeah. I hope it's trash. Oh, I will. I know I'll put a lot of hours in it. If it's anything like I don't obviously I foresee it being a lot better than GTA 5. Like I feel like it's just gonna be, and not to mention going back to Vice City, which I've always that was one of my favorite Grand Theft Autos aside from 4. Yeah, the Vice City shit is incredible. Yeah, no, it was such an awesome game, and the theme was so fucking good. The '80s theme was fucking killer in that game. But I don't know. My thing is like, how the fuck are we gonna run the game? Like, there's no shot that game is optimized well. Like on console, they're like barely gonna get 30 frames in that game. I don't foresee it being good in terms of performance wise. Like when GTA 5 released, the performance was dog shit on it too. Yeah, I'm actually I see what you're saying. I'm always clocked in on a medieval game. I think I think if they don't go overboard with the game, it can be fun. I think where they always lose the player base is like kind of how they start going really far with it, kind of like, how Saints Row does it. I think if you just if you just kind of wean us off of it, like you just kind of step off the gas and take it slow when it comes to that kind of shit. Like I don't want to be I joke about the AC-130 thing in movement and as well as like an actual flying AC-130, but who's to say that's not gonna fucking happen, either in single player or somehow in the multiplayer? Like someone's gonna be flying a fucking AC-130, and you're just like, dude, this is not traditional Grand Theft Auto. This is over the top. Like GTA 4 didn't do it, Vice City didn't do it, none of that shit did it. Yes, yeah, I hate that. It's Saints Row used to cringe me to death with that shit. Like Saints Row 1 was insanely good. And then 2, they were like, get overboard. And then 3 was just like, all right, we're fucking going full retard now. Great. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we're retards. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. 3 apparently was horrible. I watched that shit and it did look trash, too. It was missing so much attention to detail. It was insane. And I hate that kind of shit. How, like, devs miss that shit. It's like, dude, come on, man. Damn. I gotta be honest, yeah, actually don't like being the antagonist, and as I got older, I kind of just like I felt corny doing it. So that part of the game I actually don't care for. I actually don't like being an antagonist. Yeah, so this sounds like, did I know honestly like it? I was doing it recently, and I was like, God, I feel like I'm a piece of shit. Like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't know. It doesn't sit right. It really doesn't. Like, I don't know if I like that role. And then you kind of get past like, ah, it's just a game, and I'm just driving around doing what the fuck I want. And then it's funny, you know. You have a couple drinks and run people over and do funny shit like that, or sucker punch people on the street. It is pretty funny. But like, as the taking the yeah, exactly, like, taking the game seriously. I don't know if I care for being an antagonist, but who knows? Maybe in this game you can choose not necessarily to be an antagonist. We don't know yet. Who fucking knows? Yeah, they're putting her against her will to murder. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, wait until you play Kingdom Come. Yep. Oh yeah, no, that's fair. I got mine free from Humble Bundle a long time ago. I just never played it. Yeah. No. No, it was just like the stupid teaser, the CGI one. It's just like, no, that was like months ago. Oh yeah, it is just yeah. They're gonna release a trailer this summer for sure, or maybe the next couple months. Yeah, no shot they're not. One thing, man. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Well, other than updated engine, updated graphics, updated, well, larger city, a larger premise, larger foundation, probably a lot more mechanics, probably a lot more details that weren't in the previous games. Every time, I will say, one thing they're good at is every time they release a new game, it has very impressive detail added to it. Every title. Now they sometimes miss some, like there's things that are in 4 that are not in 5 that should be there, but they're pretty good about adding additional detail to the game and like things that you can go and do. I have a feeling the world's gonna be a lot more open than 5. Like five's open, sure, but you can't go in every fucking building. And most of the buildings you cannot go in. I have a feeling that's gonna be vastly different. I have a feeling that there's gonna be a lot more buildings you can go in. I mean, they definitely have some of the best coding out there. Like they know what the fuck they're doing, and they have the most money too. It's a there's no shot this game is worth over $1 billion and it's not gonna be probably one of the most impressively detailed games we've ever seen. There's no shot. No way. Like even if you don't like the game, there's no way you're not gonna look at it and go, damn, that's pretty fucking deep. That's a lot of detail. 16 times the detail. Hey man, every title they do, like there was never first person mode for GTA until then, and that was just like that blew my mind in 2015. Oh, it could definitely be better. But like well, I know. I think they went for the realistic shit, and they're like having the camera like come through your fucking eyeballs. It does look weird. It does seem strange. It feels like all the inertia is still there in the first person. That's why. It's because the inertia, like your head movement, your body movement, is still the same even when you're in first person. Oh, first person? I probably wouldn't get the fucking game. Honestly, I think first person was the big thing to get me back into GTA. That like literally reeled me back in. Every time I play it, I go first person. Every time. I can't tell you how funny it is to be driving and look at it's just like just to be driving in your car and have your passenger like just looking over at him and he's just shooting at people. It's just fucking hilarious, dude. It looks insanely funny. Giving people the bird in first person. Or running people over in first person and like looking through your window and knowing that they're fucking dead on the ground is funny. Can you give me an example? Like just a small example. Oh well, that yeah. I mean, obviously, but in terms of movement, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's hard, yeah. Targeting and then like actually, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's console, bro, and I think that's another big problem that always drags these kind of games down. If they would just add the ability to maybe turn that kind of shit off and have a separate movement style, that would be nice. I mean, like, what's really stopping them from doing that? Like, there's no way that they can't add some functionality that says console movement for retards, or maybe like more accurate like mouse and keyboard type movement, and then that would make sense. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, but that was super early though. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that was yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even really watch the leaks that much. I didn't want to base anything off that because like even though that's like that's what's funny is that footage that person grabbed. Who knows how old that build was? That build could have been older than what we saw by months, maybe even a fucking year. So it's really hard to know for sure. And they didn't come out and say really how accurate the or how new the fucking build was. Yeah. This guy fucking retarded. I can tell you, I can show you a game that has a lot of thought behind it, but honestly, so much thought that it's terrible. Buggin just bought it for $10, and he's gonna find out real quick what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh no, of course not. I'm just memeing. I'm just memeing. Yeah. Yo, actually, let's see this one. That video and that link I sent you is some of the leaked movement, and obviously that actually like that turn he does is actually incredibly smooth, like that. He didn't inertia spin his fucking whole body around. I'm wondering what they're using to test it. You know, remember how you used to spin around and your character would like lean to the side? His character didn't do that at all. He walked like a normal person. Yeah. Oh, you talking about the video? Oh yeah. No, I mean, oh, so I think that. Well, With what are you talking about when she just spins around and goes to the door? The door is having a stroke for sure. I feel like the camera, depending on where it's facing. So like if you're facing down and your camera's facing behind you, like the opposite direction in which you're facing, if you hit up on the stick, it will automatically 180 your character to the direction that your camera's facing. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of always been like that. Like that's always been a thing in third person. Oh yeah, they're showing basically what they're demonstrating here is there's codes in the game now that you know how like in GTA 5, the way to open a door is to run into it. Well, now you can press a button to like actually shut and open it, and I think that's what they're figuring out and demonstrating. They actually Take Two had which I think is Rockstar's like development thing. They had a patent on like special coding that has to do with movement as well as like player interaction type shit, and they patented it. So whatever the fuck they're doing, it's extremely different. Yeah, this Take Two patent about GTA 6 hints towards highly dynamic and realistic animations. I haven't looked at leaked footage in forever. I didn't know there was still leaking shit. That's crazy. Taking a leak. Well, maybe it's just a bunch of footage that just got lost. Like, there was so much leaked originally, it was insane. What if they change the game to where you can What if they change the game to where whatever weapon you're carrying, you can actually see that you're carrying it? Like you have to conceal it and shit. Like what if they went the route of like you can't carry 30 weapons on your character? That would be sick. Like if you want like an AR or something, you have to stash it somewhere or something. You can't just go walking around with it. That would be fucking crazy.